Tell me if this sounds familiar. You have some downtime in between walk-ins and it's time to do some follow-ups with your customers. You're flipping back and forth from customer card to customer card and you don't really know what's the best way or the most efficient way to go about doing your daily follow-ups. Well, let me show you. This is Quick Tips with Activix. Before we begin, go ahead and hit that like button if you like this kind of video. Leave us a comment, suggestion, or question down below. And of course, hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos just like this in the future. So, what exactly are we talking about today? We're talking about better managing your follow-ups. We want to make following up with customers easier and less work. We're going to be using the no follow-up list combined with the calendar. What is the no follow-up list? Well, it's a list of all of our active opportunities of which we don't have a planned follow-up for these customers, or perhaps a late follow-up. We're going to create this list together. Number one, we're going to go ahead and set the status filter to active. In the result pane, we'll put attempted and reached. In the advisor column, we'll put our name as we're the advisor for these customers. Then in the sold column, we're going to put no, because we only want unsold customers. Then finally, in the to do column, we'll choose not completed and none. So basically, after saving this into a view, we have, at a very quick glance, all of our customers who are active, ours, unsold, and have nothing planned. I don't care how many follow-ups I've done with a customer unless I've sold that customer, right? If I sold a car with 2 follow-ups, fantastic. If I did 30 follow-ups with a customer and haven't sold a car yet, and they haven't told us to stop, or we haven't marked them lost, that's still a valid opportunity and they'll end up in this list. And of course, if I immediately recognize a customer that I have to schedule a follow-up for, or I have to call, no problem. You can click on the plus button to immediately schedule a follow-up right away from this list. Or you can do a follow-up right away if, let's say, you forgot to call Mrs. Johnson yesterday and you know she's on this list now. You can go ahead and hit the phone button, call her up, and the system will prompt you with the next step, immediately planning the next follow-up thereafter. So she'll also leave your list thereafter. Now, what if it's not so obvious and you don't recognize some of these names in this list? No problem. In the notes, you should have, of course, taken notes for all of your customers, and your notes will give you a hint as to what's going on with these customers. If, let's say, you happen to forget to take some notes, you can go ahead and listen to your communications in the customer card, right? And that's why it's important to always take notes, because it'll allow you to work from this list. Now, setting a follow-up isn't just setting a phone call and not putting a description. You need an accurate description, because now, let's say a customer says, now's not the right time, please give me a call, in 3 weeks. You might not remember what exactly was discussed with this customer. So when creating your follow-ups, put a nice, concise, accurate description. Customer wanted to talk again in 3 weeks about a test drive. Whatever it may be, the description will allow you to quickly do these tasks without having to check your customer card. So great. This list is your laundry list. You get all of your customers planned, all of their follow-ups into the calendar, which is the second part and just as important. So we'll go into the calendar, and here you have your list of all your tasks that you set yourself up to do, right? And from this calendar, if you put an accurate description, you could immediately see, just by hovering over the customer, exactly what you have to do with this follow-up. You do your follow-up, and once again, what happens after doing a follow-up in the calendar? It gets marked as complete. You do the follow-up, obviously, and of course, it asks you what's the next step. So you immediately plan your next follow-up. So after your laundry list is empty and your customer is in the calendar, your customer stays in the calendar forever until they're marked sold. And that's really the objective of this list. It's to make you stop thinking about what follow-ups you have to do, checking your customers, checking your follow-ups, listening to your phone calls. If you do your laundry list, then everybody's in the calendar. If you put a good description and notes, then everything can be done from the calendar, avoiding you the long labor of clicking back and forth in customer cards and listening to your calls all day. So to recap, save your view. If you don't already have it, most sales reps have that view already created in their My Client section. And if not, create it yourself. Set a follow-up for all of your customers. Do your follow-ups from the calendar every single time. Put an accurate description when setting up follow-ups. And that's all there is to it. Your calendar becomes your place to do, see, and manage all of your follow-ups instead of doing it the old way, flipping back and forth. And of course, you can also use this list to find customers who are maybe invalid. Maybe they're already lost and you forgot to put them as lost. So that's why this list is really powerful, because it allows you to work on all the opportunities, even the ones and especially the ones that you might have forgotten about. So you can set your view to the last 30 days or the last 90 days to go even further back and find all those customers that you may have forgotten to put lost or invalid. It'll allow you to better manage your opportunities, and your manager will better quantify your stats, right? Imagine you have 10 leads, 5 of which are invalid. We don't consider those opportunities in the grand scheme of things, but if you didn't do your due diligence and mark them as invalid, well, they're gonna count against you in your performances. That's really all there is to it. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe for more content, and we'll see you next time.